Welcome students to the second part of lecture number 1. Students, today we will formally start the syllabus of problem solving using computer. The main objectives of today's lecture are to understand the definition of computer and to understand the characteristics of computer. Students, you might have observed that in today's scenario we use computer in every field, whether it is banking, whether it is education, whether it is communication, whether it is entertainment, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is security. Students, there is hardly any field where computers are not being used. So it becomes essential to understand the basic concepts of computer. So let's first understand what is a computer. Let's understand the definition of the computer. Students, there is no fixed definition of computer. You will find different definitions in different books. Some of the definitions of computers are: firstly, the computer is a general purpose machine which can be programmed to perform specific tasks. Students, now let's understand this definition. Now, it has quoted that computer is a general purpose machine. Now, what does this mean? It means that the use of computer can be used for different purposes. For example, a computer can be used for the entertainment, it can be used for the education purpose. The same computer can be used for the business purpose. The same computer can be used for the designing purpose. So a computer is a general purpose machine. Okay. Now the second point is how it performs various tasks. It performs various tasks on the basis of the programs stored in that computer. To perform a specific task, we need a specific program. For example, if you want to listen music in a computer, you need to have a program which will allow you to listen music in the computer. For example, if you want to write a letter in the computer, you need a program that will allow you to write a letter. Okay. So a computer is a general purpose machine which can be programmed to perform specific tasks. Students, now the second definition of computer is that computer is an electronic device which can take inputs from the user, which process these inputs and give the desired results back to the user. Students, in this definition it has quoted that the computer is an electronic device. Now what does this mean? Electronic device means the component of the computers are electronic components. Students, the electronic components used in the computer are transistors, MOSFETs, capacitors, resistors, etc. Students, in the second part of the definition it has stated that it takes inputs from the user, it processes the inputs and gives the desired results back to the user. Now what does this mean? Students, a computer do not have any IQ. It cannot initiate any work on its own. The work should be started by the user. For example, if you have stored a song in your computer, it will not start playing on its own. You need to provide some inputs that you want to play this song. Only after that it will process your request and it will start playing this song. Okay. Now students, the third definition of the computer is a computer is an electronic device or machine which can perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc., as well as the logical operations like comparison at very high speed. Students, the main part of the computer is CPU and has further two parts: control unit and arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic logic unit is the part of computer where all the processing takes place, and during processing it performs the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and the comparison operations at a very high speed. Okay. Students, now to check your understanding, here's a question for you. You have to find which of the following devices are computers and which are not computers. Okay, you can give your answer by using message or by using comments. Students, now let's understand how computer work. Students, a computer has two parts. One is computer software and other one is computer hardware. Computer hardware are the physical components which you can see, which you can feel. For example, processor, hard disk, RAM, monitor, keyboard, mouse, etc. And the software component are those components which use this hardware to perform the specific task or to fulfill the requirements of the user. So to use the computer hardware, we need the computer softwares. Okay. Students, another question for you. Is computer an intelligent machine or it is a dumb machine? Students, let's now understand the characteristics of computer. The first characteristics of computer is automatic. Once we start any operation in the computer, it performs the rest of the operations automatically without human intervention. For example, in computer-aided manufacturing, we use specialized softwares and computer-controlled machineries to automate the manufacturing process. Students, the second characteristics of computer is speed. The processing speed of the modern computers is very fast. Most of the modern computers can process million or billion of instructions in 1 second. Nowadays, most of the processors are coming with multi-core architecture, which has further enhanced the processing speed of the computers by manifold. Third characteristics of computer is accuracy. Computer perform every calculation with the same accuracy. For correct inputs, it will always give the correct results. It will give wrong results or wrong outputs only when the inputs supplied to it are wrong. Fourth characteristics of computer is diligence. Students, as you can understand that computer is a machine, so it is free from any monotony, it is free from any tiredness, or it is free from lack of concentration. Students, we can keep using the computers without switching them off for years. Fifth characteristics of computer is versatility. It means that we can use computer for a variety of tasks. For example, the computers can be used to prepare notes, the computers can be used to watch movies, computers can be used for live communication with your friends or family, it can be used for gaming, it can be used to solve the complex calculations, it can be used to prepare the presentations. Okay. Students, sixth characteristics of computer is memory. Computer can store huge amount of data in its memory, and we can recall any piece of information whenever we require that. The seventh characteristics of computer is no IQ. Students, computer do not have any intelligence. It is a very dumb machine. It can perform only those actions for which we have already put instructions in it. Okay. Students, eighth characteristics of computer is no feeling. Computer do not have any feeling. It do not have any sense of joy, love, success, failure, etc. Students, now an assignment question for you. The question is that you need to compare, you make a comparison of human and computers. Students, this is the end of today's lecture. Thank you for attending this lecture. See you in the next lecture.